The question is, should SMA patients take the COVID-19 vaccine? This is a question that many of us have been asking over the past month. I'm going to be sharing a document that was written by SMA News Today and published to their website on Friday, December 4th, 2020. I'll also be sharing some information regarding the COVID-19 rollout schedule that was developed by the Centers for Disease Control. Stick around, because I'm hoping to give you some information that you can speak to your doctors about. The information in red was taken verbatim from the SMA News Today article. A link to this entire article can be found in the description of my video. The Muscular Dystrophy Association is encouraging the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to recommend that people living with neuromuscular diseases have early access to any federally approved COVID-19 vaccine. Many of you have sent me questions asking whether or not SMA patients should take the COVID-19 vaccine. And while I plan on getting the vaccine, this is a question that you definitely need to speak to your doctors about, whether it be your neurologist or your primary care physician. The following 3 paragraphs are very informative, and I'll share my thoughts in just a moment. The MDA made its request in a letter to members of the CDC Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices who are helping to guide the allocation and distribution of the COVID-19 vaccine. The MDA represents more than 300,000 U.S. residents who have one of some 40 neuromuscular diseases. So far, ACIP discussions about which patient population group should be among the first to get a vaccine have included people with high-risk medical conditions, such as cancer and chronic kidney disease. But those with disorders such as amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, spinal muscular atrophy, and muscular dystrophy are not on the list of those recommended for early immunization. Along with governmental and advisory bodies, including the National Academy of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine, the ACIP is recommending that vaccine administration be rolled out in phases. In the ACIP's proposed structure, vaccinations would occur in 3 phases, with populations such as healthcare workers, nursing home residents, and other members at high risk for severe COVID-19 in Phase 1A. The Centers for Disease Control has established 3 phases of the vaccine rollout. Phase 1A would be for healthcare personnel and long-term care facility residents. Phase 1B would be for essential workers, such as those in the education sector, food and agriculture, utilities, police, firefighters, correction officers, and those in the transportation field. Phase 1C would be for adults with high-risk medical conditions and adults 65 years of age or older. This rollout schedule from the CDC is just their recommendations that the various states should follow, but each state will set their own guidelines with regards to their particular rollout schedule. Neuromuscular diseases vary greatly in symptom severity and patient experience, but they generally involve the peripheral nervous system, resulting in progressive muscle weakness that affects skeletal muscles and muscles of internal organs. Symptoms can include cardiac, pulmonary, neurological, digestive, and sometimes immunological problems. Additional common symptoms in neuromuscular diseases could lead to a higher risk of negative outcomes from COVID-19, the letter states. For example, neuromuscular diseases can weaken the pulmonary muscle diaphragm over the progression of the disease, increasing the risk of severe pulmonary infection and making the outcome of COVID-19 particularly dangerous. In addition, neuromuscular disease patients often are prescribed corticosteroids to ease muscle weakening. The CDC has said individuals who receive such treatments might be at increased risk for severe COVID-19 due to an associated weakening of the immune system, the letter states. Given the fact that those of us with SMA already experience compromised immune systems and breathing difficulties, COVID-19 poses a risk that could be much more detrimental to us versus those who are considered able-bodied. My recommendation is that you speak to your doctors as soon as possible to get their input so that the both of you can decide as to whether or not this vaccine would benefit you. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, the link to the article that I used can be found in the description field of the video. I hope that all of you had a fantastic week, and I ask that you do something for yourself this upcoming week that's going to make you a better person. God bless you, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.